and welcome back to another cooking session with Sarah. And today we're going to be making miso soup. Now, miso soup is something that they drink the Japanese people drink mostly every day along with their rice. And I believe I taught you how to wash rice and cook it, and I taught you how to make curry rice, Japanese style. So now I'm going to teach you their basic food. Okay, so miso soup. Alright, there's lots of things you can add to miso soup. There's lots of different types of miso you can use. You can use white miso, which is a sweeter taste, it's not really sweet, but it's kind of milder taste. And then you've got the medium, and you've got the red miso, which is saltier. I'll show you some varieties. I only have two in the house right now. But I have this variety, okay? It comes in little tubs like this. It says country miso. Country style miso, okay, and it's kind of medium flavor, it's kind of medium salty. Okay, and then we've got the, tad bit darker, but there's like stuff that's like really dark, like the top of this cap, okay? Well, not quite, but it's like brownish, dark, reddish, brick color kind of. Anyway, so, that's that. And we will be using Dashi. Okay, Dashi is the base they use for their soup, which we're going to be using Dashi. Okay, Dashi, which is tuna base. It's like ground tuna powder or whatever. And I'll show you what that looks like, okay? So I'm going to put some on a spoon. Okay, on a ladle here. So I'm using a medium-sized ladle, okay? And that's about, I don't know, 2 tablespoons, maybe 2.5, 3. Okay, and I have a pot of water that's about less than half full, okay, maybe a third, because there's only 4 of us today. So anyway, I'm going to add the dashi into the soup, okay? And today, you can use it, like I said, a variety of different vegetables, potatoes, leeks, you can use clams even, or different things, different varieties, just anything basically that they like. Eggplant is good, with eggplant with egg, with actual egg boiled inside is good. Today we're going to be using nameko. 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 And you're thinking to yourself, I know, what in the world is nameko? Nameko is a type of mushroom that is small and slimy, but tastes pretty good. Okay, so here is a thing of nameko, and that says in hiragana, one of their 3 writing things, nameko. So you've learned a new Japanese word today. Nameko is a type of kinoko. Kinoko means mushroom, okay? So I'm going to cut this open and you can look at it. You need to wash this well, because some people, they like to just not wash it and keep it the way it is because it's slimy. Japanese people, the one thing you will notice in Japanese cuisine is that Japanese food, some of it is slimy. Natto is slimy and sticky, like slug trails. I know, that does not sound appealing, does it? It's actually pretty good. It's an acquired taste, though. It took me 8 years to get used to it. When I first saw it, I thought, whoa, what is wrong? It's rotten! Are you nuts? I'm not eating that. And when they brought out nameko miso soup and they didn't wash it because they like it slimy, it looked like snot in my soup. And I was not going to eat it at first. But now, if you wash it well, it's actually very good. It's not bad at all. It's actually one of my favorite soups now, okay? Without the slime. So I'm going to open up this, and you want to wash it in a strainer with some water, you know, obviously, and then put it into the water with your dashi, okay, that I just did. So I'm going to wash this real quick. You see that? In my sink. Okay. So I don't need a big strainer, just a little one. Okay. So here is my strainer. Let me show you what it looks like. You see that? This is why you want to wash it. Because, you know, if you don't like that consistency, wash it well. Okay, so I'm washing it. Okay. With my hands. Don't push it or it'll make it, no, it'll end up making it dissolve into little pieces. But, you know, this is how I'm washing it, and then just strain that out, and then put it into your dashi. You did your pot of water in dashi. I've just done. Tip over my computer there. Okay, and you let that cook for a minute. Okay. I get all the slime in the bottom of that. Ew. Okay. They also have this kind of potato over here. It's called yamaimo. And it's shaped, I mean, it has all kinds of weird shapes. But there's a type that looks shaped like a nose, and some are shaped like a foot. And they have this hard potato-like skin, but when you take the skin off, they grate it. And it's slimy. It's runny and slimy. But it's a potato. Yeah, that took me a while to get used to, too. We don't eat slimy food in the States. We just don't, you know? So, now, let's look at the second ingredient. The second ingredient is tofu. I see! I'm making a video now, thank you. Wow, that is incredible. Come show that here to the video. Come here. Bring that here with the puppy. Hold on to the puppy. Nikki! Nikki! I tell you, the boy, his ears are too small. He doesn't hear me. Well, he wanted to show you something. I wanted him to show you something from outside because it's super cold today. It was like 20 degrees when I got up this morning. And the ground, they don't like grass, and so they root it all up. And what happens is you get these layered soil layers of ice. And he's brought us what did you get? Where'd you get that?
バケツ。
Look, it's an ice cake.
でもこれ結晶すべて。
Can you speak English, please?
What's 結晶?
Keisho? Snowflake? Yeah. They look like snowflakes? Yeah, they do kind of look like snowflakes. Can you show them that again? Yeah. Where'd you find that?
I'm cold.
By where? The park?
Yeah.
By the park?
No. Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
cold.
we'll put it outside.
I'm cold.
We'll go put it outside.
I'm cold.
Yes, anyway, so that's how cold it was this morning. And they just took the dog out for a walk. Go take that outside. Come on, you're dripping that all over the floor. Alright, so now I'm going to do the second ingredient, which is tofu. You want to, this is Kinu variety tofu, so there's like two types of tofu. You got your soft tofu, which is Kinu, and it's more smooth and silky. And then you've got your, which Kinu means silk tofu. And then you've got your momen, which is made with cloth, and it's a little more dexterous, I guess you can say. Excuse me! I'm filming. Thank you. Sorry. So this is my tofu, and I'm going to show you how to cut it. All right, with my big knife. Okay, so watch. First of all, you cut across. And you know, it's funny, in America we have all kinds of different knives that we use, and we have them, you know, you put them in like the knife slot thingy, I forget what that's called. You can remind me. And we have like the paring knife and the butcher knife and this kind of knife and that kind of knife, but they just have one knife for everything. Okay, they use this for everything. I mean, I thought that was pretty freaky at first. I mean, I was scared. Hey Sarah, can you peel us an apple? Okay, where's your knife? There's one over there. You want me to use this? Are you kidding? No, that's what we use. Well, don't you have a paring knife? What's that? So all they use over here is this. So, watch. Then you cut it across. Gently. Oh, that looks so dangerous! Don't worry. I only cut myself every once in a blue moon. See? You cut it into little blocks, and then you just add it to your soup. Alright. Hold it with the knife, and just let it gently slide into there. You don't want it splashing because it's hot. Okay, so now That's cooking, and I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see better. Did you wash your paws?
Yeah.
Did you dry them?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, I'm going to just lightly stir because you don't want to make the tofu crumble. So lightly stir. Then you add your miso, okay? And I'm going to take out my miso here. Which one is open? Both not open. Okay, so which one sounds better? I'm going to have the darker variety because my husband is home today. And he likes the darker variety. So this you can find in usually Asian stores. I've seen them in the States. This is called Dashi. Miso. What's inside is tofu, the kinu variety. Okay, and nameko. You can also add chopped up shallots if you'd like, but I'm not going to use this because my daughter doesn't like shallots. Okay, so now it's time for the miso. And when you've already put the ingredients in there, you want to cook this while I'm trying to open this. It's fun trying to open this. I should have opened it before I filmed, right? Yeah, aren't I a genius? One moment, please. Voila! Just didn't want you guys seeing me open that with my teeth. I don't have any nails. Sorry. Okay, so you take about a glob of tofu, not tofu, but miso, about this much. This is good. Okay, and you don't want to stir it directly into the tofu in the mix because you'll make the tofu crumble. So what I do is I take a pair of chopsticks. A small spoon is okay too, and you just go at the top of the water, put a little bit of water, a little bit of hot water in the spoon, and you just stir and dissolve it on the spoon. Okay, like this. Okay. Alright. So here it is. We're dissolving it. And this is a very simple soup to make. And like I said, you can try all kinds of different vegetables, and carrots is okay, I guess. We eat chives in it. Chives are good. And spinach is okay. Spinach that's been boiled and strained and cut up. Also seaweed is good. I'll show you some other varieties here. I'm just going to let that kind of sit. You can kind of let that sit and dissolve. Okay, while I'm showing you some other things. So I'm going to show you some other ingredients that you can put in instead, okay? Okay, so here are some other ingredients. I just dropped one. So you can put onion. Oh, I forgot my seaweed. Seaweed with onions. Wash the seaweed and let it sit for a moment while it enlarges itself in the water. I don't forget how to. You say that with this, or you can add bean sprouts, or you can add leeks. Not sure what these are called in English, but they're called mitsubak in Japanese, which is a fine kind of leafy, thin-stemmed plant that you can use. It's sweet. This is Japanese radish. This is part of a Japanese radish. Japanese radish is humongo. I mean, it's like, And if you've never seen a Japanese radish, I mean, when I came to Japan, and, you know, I saw this, I thought, what is that? And I asked my mother-in-law, what is that? And she says, it's Japanese radish. And my idea of a radish is that, you know, that little small round red thing that's about this big? Well, theirs is like that. And this is just a portion of that. Okay? So this is starting to boil, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And show you how that's going. Okay? So. Okay? You see how it's dissolving nicely? That big glop I had in there. And now when it's gotten like this, you just kind of stir it lightly. Okay? And you taste it to see once it's dissolved. I got a little bit more on here. They need to dissolve here. That's good. And like I said, stir gently because you don't want the tofu crumbling. And this is good. And so I'm going to taste a little bit of that now. I'll show it to you. That's what it looks like with the little things in there, with the little nameko in there. And it's not slimy because I washed all the slime off. So it's actually good now. Watch. Oh, that's perfect. Alright. And hot. I'm going to turn that off. That's ready. But, you know, you can use this finely chopped with some mirin, which is Japanese kind of alcohol. It's cooking alcohol that they put in there. Don't use that with kids, though. But chopped up. Well, sliced, thinly sliced and julienne cut. That's right, julienne cut. Radish, Japanese radish, or you can add pumpkin. This is Japanese pumpkin. It's green, it's smaller, and it's super hard. You might want to, you know, microwave that in the oven. Wrap it with saran wrap. You can wet it a little bit. Wrap it with saran wrap and put it in the microwave to soften it up a little bit before you cut because it is super. Can you hear that? It's super hard and it's really hard. Even on the inside, it's hard to cut. Okay, and we have these burdock roots. They're called gobo. It looks like a twig, and it kind of tastes like a twig at first. Yeah, but you wash this and grate off the skin. Peel off the skin with the peeler, like a potato peeler or something, and you thinly slice it and put it in there. You can do that. Mix it with carrots. You can use eggplant. Their eggplant is shaped differently. Eggplants with aburage, which is a kind of like a tofu, a bean-made kind of thing that they have. With egg, you put a raw egg in there and let it slowly cook, and that's good. So that concludes my lesson on how to make miso soup, and I hope that you all enjoyed yourselves. I've enjoyed myself. Alright, and until next time, sayonara, mata ne.
There's nothing else to do. Oh, it's in color. Your hair is brown. Your eyes are hazel. And soft as clouds. I often kiss you when there's no one else around.